If we could get back 4 guys that are actually good, well, some of them have been inconsistent, but these are 4 guys.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm your host, Nicholas Playlog.
And I'm your host, Adam Peddle, and today, guys, the Jays kick some ass, but we're going to talk about the week that happened with the Toronto Blue Jays, as well as some news in baseball. But before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that wonderful thing. Turn on post notifications. Haven't asked for that from you guys in a while. Just be notified when we're posting. And as well, this video is brought to you by Manscaped and Monkey Knife Fight. Today, Jays is the code. It's easy to remember. You can get a lot of discounts. You're going to see it pop up throughout the video. And yeah, it supports the channel. If you don't want to pay us directly, pay other people to pay us. It helps a lot.
Totally.
Yeah. So, this week in baseball, there's been a lot of things going on, a lot of interesting little facts and stats and blah, blah, blah. But the most interesting thing, and Nick made a minute monologue about this yesterday, the Mariners pitcher Santiago becomes the first pitcher to be ejected after he was checked for substances.
It's the new rules, right? So this is the new rules, as we all know, is, basically a couple times a game when a pitcher is leaving or potentially when they're coming on the field too. The umpires can stop you, check the hat, check the glove, check the belt, and basically they did that in the bottom of the 5th of the Mariners versus the White Sox game. He actually got subbed, so he was he was done for the day. They go, they check his glove, goes to commercial. When they come back, they're still talking. Buddy gets ejected, glove into the white plastic bag, taken off to the lab, and yeah, I mean, he was kind of shocked. It looked as if he had something on the inside of his glove.
Right.
Although you couldn't really make it out on camera fully, so I don't know. We don't know. Potentially, when this video comes out, there will be news as to whether or not he has been suspended or not. I didn't realize though, bro. 10 games he's gone, but the Mariners can't do any. They still have to give him a spot on the roster.
Right,
he's still there.
They can't bring somebody up, and so he's just wasting a spot.
It's just wasting a spot.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, that is pretty bad when you factor into the fact that that's 10 whole games that you are now down, whether it be a bullpen or a starter. So that can actually be very detrimental for a team. So
yeah,
I guess
also just call people up that are like nobodies. Just like if like it's one of those like, oh, our bullpen's pretty taxed, call someone up. Hey, use some sticky today. If you get suspended, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, well, you're all good. Don't worry, we'll give it to you. Because then you're going to be off the team in a week anyways. So
I guess, man. I mean, I hope that MLB GMs aren't that twisted. But
they've done some fucked up shit in the past.
They have done some pretty messed up stuff, dude. Yeah, so that's what happened with him. We had a guy as well today get absolutely rocked, and in a bad way. A dude who has rocked Adam in the past, in high school baseball, took him deep. Josh Naylor got destroyed today, man. It was unpleasant to watch.
I watched it back twice, and holy shit. Like, I mean, he collides with, I believe it was the second baseman, and he spins around, and the way it's the ankle. It's the leg injury, something maybe with his shin. Probably news has already come out about it today, but it's bad, and he was rolling around, and the leg was flopping, bro. It wasn't good. He was pounding the ground. He was in immense pain. Yeah. Oh, my God.
That is never good to see. So definitely thoughts go out to him for a speedy recovery. Sadly, I feel like that's going to be something that's kind of long-term, just based on watching it and looking at it. Like, the actual impact
that wasn't
getting hit.
Bad.
It's like you get hit, like you might be a little bruised, but it was just the landing, how he landed with that. So,
oh my God, fellow Mississauga native. So shout out to Josh Naylor. Hope you get a quick recovery. as well.
for real, man.
Yeah, as well, guys. The Giants this week became the first team to 50 wins. Wow. They're actually playing behind us, getting smoked by the A's. But 50 wins nonetheless, so that is really good. They're on top of the NL West, which nobody saw coming into this season.
No one, man.
So that is crazy. And that's just impressive. I'm rooting for them, low-key.
I never ever would have bet for them to be the first team to 50 wins. In fact, they would have been like if you asked me to go through every single team, will this team be the first to 50 wins? I probably would have went through about 20 other teams before I got to the San Francisco Giants.
Yeah.
So super impressed with what they are doing and how they managed to do that.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Kudos to you guys.
Yeah. Another NL West team that ended a record 24 road losses is the D-backs against the Padres. So congratulations,
Wow.
D-backs.
I mean,
congratulations.
I guess that deserves hot.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure.
They're bad.
They are so bad. It's so weird because it's like the Giants are so good. And I didn't expect that. The Arizona, like, they are so bad. I didn't expect them to be this bad.
Yeah, they're
like,
bad.
I didn't expect them to be the worst team in the league bad.
They're going to be selling big time. There's no hope to be found in this organization.
Not anything, man.
Bad.
There are no light at the end of the tunnel for these guys. This is a horrible season. Throw it all in the garbage can. Very rarely can you actively say that a season is completely done before you've even gotten halfway through it. It is totally done.
Toast.
It's over. Like, wow. It's just so bad.
It's toast.
But good on you guys for winning a game.
good for you guys. Good for you.
Yeah, for sure.
The other kind of news is that MLB announced that they have the finalists for the All-Star Game, which is exciting because these finalists are going to absolutely go to the All-Star Game. They're invited. But then there's a second round of voting going through July 1st.
Right, and this is to be the first team.
To be the starting lineup.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Gotcha.
So we, as Blue Jays, we have 5 guys.
That's
we
not
have
bad.
5 guys.
That's not bad, bro.
Everybody knew Vladdy was going to make it.
Totally.
Simeon was going to make it. Bo Bichette, second in shortstop voting, has made it. Teoscar Hernandez, 6th in outfield voting, has made it. And this guy, Randall Grichuk, made it 9th in AL outfielder.
He sneaked in there.
He just got in at the bottom. That is the bottom 9th place. So
Okay.
Randall Grichuk, wow, you going to the All-Star game. Congratulations.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's super good to see. 5 guys, all offense on our end. Like, that's amazing. I mean, do you think Ryu makes it or not?
Well, I
It kind of
think
goes down to the managers, right?
Yeah, exactly. No,
Right.
you can't vote in to see who's going to be in the starting rotation or whatever. But Ryu, as of late, has been kind of scuffling. He's been actually one of our worst starting
Yeah,
pitchers.
I think he's got
so.
a 3.41 ERA. So, I mean, like,
yeah.
as opposed to Ryu standards, that's not great.
Like
but,
maybe I think maybe an invitation.
Maybe.
Sometimes people they decline them. Like the pitchers do decline, so maybe he gets an invitation.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, well, you know who completely, like, he's no longer, he was going to the All-Star game, and then he just got completely rocked. Jacob deGrom gave up 2 runs in his last start. Like, what the hell, dude?
I don't know. I don't know if that's worthy. I don't know. I don't know if that's worthy anymore.
He's rocking now a 0.069 ERA. Nice. But sorry, dude. Like, you're not gonna make it anymore after a performance like that.
Pathetic. How dare you?
Disgusting.
First time this season, I don't understand.
Yeah,
you got to go
for
back
real.
to the gym. You got to go back to the video room.
You gotta get back to basics.
You got to get back to the basics, Jacob.
You know?
That is messed up.
Totally.
So that's kind of like all the general encompassing news of baseball this week.
Let's hit it with the Jays now,
Oh,
man. What
yes.
we had this week. I've been
Yes.
itching to talk about this week. It was a nice one.
Very nice.
Yeah, like we had a couple
Nice.
weeks on this show, this Sunday show, or I guess Monday for you guys, where the post week wasn't super good. This week, though, everything pretty much went according to plan.
Everything.
Minus that one Friday game, which I feel like just slipped away.
And-
We definitely could have had it.
We said that they were going to blow one.
Yeah.
They did.
They did
And it was
do
the
it.
one that we lost.
They did do it. However, we still did awesome.
Yeah.
Tell the viewers about it.
Yeah, we went 5-1 last week. Amazing. We're now sitting at 40-36. That's 3rd place in the AL East. We're 7-3 in our last 10 on a 2-game win streak.
Hey, Matt Needham. What do you think about
Exactly.
that?
Matt Needham, shout out Matt Needham. Are you in the
think about
chat
that?
right now? Are you in the chat?
4th?
Who's in 4th? Huh? Just saying.
Just saying.
We're 6 games back from first place because right now it is neck and neck between Boston and Tampa. Boston 47-31, Tampa 47-32. Tampa, however, has been kind of slipping after the Glasnow injury. Kind of rocked their world. They're 4-6 in the last 10. Boston just swept the Yankees, so they're doing well.
Yeah.
Yankees falling off the table. So we're kind of creeping in now
Totally.
into that top part. And later
Totally.
this week, we're going to be talking about the New York Yankees, whether they should be buying or selling.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
we're
an
about to find
interesting
out.
conversation, man. Like, to have 4 teams above 500 and, you know, like, one of them is in 4th, like, that's kind of insane to me. But yeah, I mean, still an overall great week for us. We did have that one bullpen kind of blow up, which
Yeah.
it's kind of triggered everybody. But in the end, other than that, the bullpen was nice. I mean, starting pitching was pretty good. Bats were hot.
Bats were amazing. We had like above 6 earned runs per game in our last 7 games. So that's not earned runs,
runs per game.
Runs per game.
Yes.
It was amazing. It was amazing. And I want to zero in on the wild card picture here. We're 4.5 games back. It's literally Cleveland in front of us.
Right.
It's literally Cleveland.
That's it.
And I believe, let me just double check for y'all.
Totally.
It's Cleveland and it's Seattle. No, just Cleveland. Just Seattle's tied with us, which is we're gonna talk about Seattle a little bit later.
Yeah.
Seattle's doing really well right now, but it's just Cleveland, and so currently in the wild card spot is Tampa Bay and Oakland. So it's honestly going to be really, really tough trying to out one of these teams.
Absolutely, man. It just truthfully requires you having weeks where you go 5-1.
We need a lot of those.
You need several weeks in a row where you go 5-1, and we keep saying now is the time to do it.
Yes.
We're going to be playing the Rays pretty soon.
Yes.
I don't want to be scared about them anymore. You know, we're 2-5 when it comes to them on this season. That's just simply not good enough, you know, and we can't keep walking into these Rays series being like, damn it, like we're gonna lose 2 of 3, like we can't handle them. We can handle them. We know that they're not as elite on paper as apparently they show up to be. It's very possible to handle them. We just have to do it.
The one guy we've handled really well isn't even pitching for them, so we got to learn how to handle other guys too.
We're gonna need to learn how to handle, but I mean, statistically speaking, mathematically speaking, we should be able to do it.
We should be.
Especially when you have guys like Reese McGuire.
Yes,
hitting
exactly.
like what, 450 plus?
He was incredible. Let me grab it for you. So he hit. Where are you? 473. 473 with an OPS of 1.046.
For Reese freaking McGuire. That's
Incredible.
ridiculous,
Incredible.
bro. And he wasn't the only one either, because I feel like we had some other pretty nice offensive performances.
Guerrero hitting 391 this last week, batting on base of 481. This is all typical. I mean, is anyone really shocked?
No.
Slugging 782, OPS of 1.263.
Okay.
This is incredible, dude. He led our team in runs scored and RBIs last week. 8 runs scored, 7 RBIs.
Just a production monster.
Yeah.
Just an absolute production monster.
Tied for walks, hit the most home runs. Like, are you all surprised yet?
No.
I'm not.
No, I'm no longer surprised. I would be surprised if that batting average was like 250.
Yes,
I'd be like,
I would be. No, whenever he does have a week like that, he's cold. He's absolutely cold. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with Guerrero?
Yeah, but then it's like the next week
he's back.
we can expect like 400 level production.
Another 3 home runs. Absolutely.
Totally.
He's back.
Absolutely, dude.
Still currently leading the league in home runs, unless that changes.
Could change, man. Otani's right there. Tatis is right there. They're right behind him, dude. And Acuna, I think he hit a monster shot today as well.
Yes.
So like he's never gonna be out of the mix, you know. So if Vladdy wants to win this year, he's gonna have to put up. You know, I think if he's at 26 right now, we're not quite halfway through the season.
No.
That would put him on pace for roughly 53, 54 home runs.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. So he's doing really good. But it's going to be the person who takes home the crown this year as home run leader. I think they're going to have to put up something like that. Like, it is going to be a big freaking number.
Yeah.
There's so many talented players this year, so many good home run hitters.
Yeah.
You're going to have to put up like 50 plus if you want to lead the league this year.
I think it's very possible for Vladdy to do that.
Totally.
Very possible.
Totally.
And we were talking about this upcoming weekend, like saying how we kind of need to take away the series from the Rays. But we're going to have reinforcements coming very soon for the Toronto Blue Jays. Steven Matz is expected to come back off his COVID IL this week, so he's going to be starting this week as well. So I love that. Ryan Borucki, remember him? He could be back this week too.
Totally forgot about Ryan Borucki.
Right? Live bullpen this Tuesday, and then he's supposed to be going on a rehab assignment after that. So we could see him
like
for the Rays series, maybe
later
after. Who knows? Who knows? Ryan Borucki could be back. As well, we have Dolis the next week or two could be coming back.
Cool.
So that's cool.
Cool.
Thomas Hatch. Very soon.
Forgot about Thomas Hatch.
Very soon. His elbow issue. He's been rehabbing for like a month now.
Yeah.
He's been rehabbing for a month.
He's been rehabbing.
There is no more elbow issue, and they're projecting that he's going to come back. Literally, it just says soon. Like soon. So,
okay.
Come on.
Crossed,
come on. If we can get back Hatch, Dolis, maybe not this week, but next week, and then Ryan Borucki. Oh, here's a good one too. Merriweather, early July.
Yeah.
So next 2 weeks or within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah,
that's
throwback
4.
to that freaking stuff.
Right? That guy was a stud. He won the first ever J of the week. If we could get back 4 guys that are actually good. Well, some of them have been inconsistent, but these are 4 guys.
Anyway, it's 4 guys, dude.
That's going to help us.
You know?
As much as people want to see Saucedo and freaking Patrick Murphy and Axford, give me these 4 guys over all of them. Give me these 4.
Absolutely.
That's going to help us immensely.
Help the pitchers, help the bullpen. Sure, going to make me feel more confident in any way.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of the bullpen, speaking of the pitchers, I believe we have gotten to that critical moment in the show where we announce the Day of the Week.
All right, everybody. It's time for the J of the Week, and I'm so happy that this is the player, like you hinted towards, the bullpen. This guy's really good. There's a couple other guys, little honorable mention, Tim Meza. I was super wrong picking him for worst J of the Week.
Yeah.
Because he was really good. He got 3 holds, but a guy who did even better in more innings is our J of the Week, Jordan Romano.
Jordan Romano, baby.
Congratulations, J of the Week. I felt like it was coming. There was going to be a time, because this week, 4 1/3 innings, he's gotten 3 saves. The strikeouts 5, sure. I mean, whatever. 1 per inning almost, and a little bit more. No walks, 3 hits, no earned runs. So, Jordan Romano, J of the Week, he's becoming our solidified closer.
Dude, it really felt like this week we actually had a closer.
We did.
This is the feeling that other teams get when they have guys solidified in their roles, and it's become very clear Jordan Romano's role. He comes in the 9th, he squats down, he talks to himself, and he throws gas.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
he did that this week, so congratulations, Romano. I want to see more of that from you. And if we can get Merriweather back,
oh my goodness,
then that'll just be so good. Because, now that Romano's kind of locked in that, he's got it now.
No one's going to take it.
But Merriweather could very easily slot into the 8th, or potentially, if Romano has pitched a day prior and we need another safe situation, hey, here's Julian Merriweather ready to go.
Yeah, Barucki is always a great bridge guy. 7th inning. I love seeing Barucki in that spot too. Him coming back would be great. Thomas Hatch last year played a bit of some opening roles and a bit of some closing, late inning bullpen roles. So Thomas Hatch could easily be tossed in the mix there. And you're already forgetting the potential of Dolis and Castro.
Absolutely.
And where's my boy Payamps?
I don't know.
Where's my boy Payamps?
No idea where Payamps is.
But
he's always warming up, just never coming out.
Never coming in. But you see now, guys, the bullpen is starting to look a little bit more solid.
Totally.
It's solid, so I'm happy.
It really helps when you have a guy that you can lock in. This is our closer.
Yeah.
He comes in the 9th. We need to get that rock done. That was supposed to be Kirby Yates.
Yeah.
Now it's Jordan Romano. Great week. Keep it up.
Love it.
What do we have going on next week?
Oh, guys, next week, again, just like this last week, this week is going to still determine if we're going to make it to the postseason. I'm just trying to find my page.
I assume that you were trying to say postseason.
Postseason, yeah, but I was getting a little bit more anxious.
Right, okay. So we have some critical games, the Rays, and we also have the Seattle Mariners as well, who... I say the word Seattle Mariners, I immediately think, oh yeah, that's a dub. But they aren't, because they're actually doing pretty good. Yeah. They are above 500. They're just as good as we are based on the record. Now, granted, their game is still going on right now, or was going on, so I don't know whether they won or lost that. But, I guess kind of helped us out a little bit that they lost a pitcher, potentially. Could lose a pitcher.
Maybe. No, he was a good one, too.
Yeah, 2.45 ERA.
Yeah, that can help. Seattle is 8-2 in their last 10, so they are red fucking hot.
They are hot right
We're
now.
also 7-3, so we're also hot.
Yeah.
But Seattle has beaten good teams.
Totally.
They swept the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah.
So we gotta beat these guys. These guys are actually good guys. And look at these pitching matchups. Let's talk about it. Tuesdays when we start the series with them. Robbie Ray versus Flexen. Flexen, no idea who this guy is.
Never heard of that name
3.87 ERA.
Okay, he's definitely serviceable then.
He's good.
Getting the job done, right?
Yeah. Mats versus Sheffield. Sheffield's bad, 5.69. And then Thursday on Canada Day is Ryu versus Kikuchi, who Kikuchi has a 7.34 ERA. So that's crazy. That's
Okay.
So what do we think?
I think 2.
I think 2. I think 2. I agree. I think Ray is going to take down Flexen. Ray's been amazing. Mats versus Sheffield. I think that's going to be good enough. Matt's going to be nice and rested. And Ryu's actually been our worst guy, and Kikuchi's been really good. So I think we're going to lose the Ryu game.
I would say that we lose the Mats game just because he's been gone for about 2 weeks now.
Fair, yeah.
Could come up to speed. Maybe they try to only... we'll see. You know, it's like I could see a reality where Mats can only go for like 4 and, you know, gives up a couple walks, is a little bit all over the place. Don't want that. Would love for him to come out red hot. But, I mean, I do think at the end of the day, 2... And I'm still happy if we win 2.
Yeah.
That would be great.
We need to.
We do need to. We do need to. You know, and also too, these guys are our competition in the wild card. So
Literally.
these games are super critical. They mean that much more. So we win 2 on the Seattle Mariners, and then we get the Rays
We do get the Rays.
for how many?
For 3 games.
3 games, and that brings us over to Sunday, right?
Yeah, that's right. So on Friday, it looks like Manoah's suspension. By the way, Manoah is suspended, for those who don't know. Manoah's suspension is going to end on that Friday, so they timed it up perfectly where that was our blank day. So Manoah is going to be pitching that day. Should be. Literally, when I was looking to find who we were going to be facing against the Rays, unpredictable. They go, they do bullpen days, they do this guy. But I do think one of these days, don't know which one, we're going to be facing at least McClanahan, who has a 4.09 ERA, and Ryan Yarbrough, 4.48, and then I think we're going to get a bullpen day. But that doesn't mean dick, because the Rays are good.
Right. I mean, like, bullpen days for them are, like, better than normal bullpen days.
They're good days for them.
Yeah, like, in fact, they're almost better than their starting
they
pitchers,
love their bullpen days.
For real.
So we got Stripling, Manoah, Stripling, and then Robbie Ray. What do you think we're going to do this week?
I'm optimistic, buddy. Yeah. I think that it's about time that we delivered the bops to these Tampa Bay Rays. I think we're going to do it this week. We're going to come out hot. We sweep them.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
I say we get to them, bro.
Okay.
About time. That would put us 5-5 on the season. And when I walked into this year, I thought that we were going to compete right up there with them. 2-5 is not good enough. I say the math evens itself out. 3-0.
Well, they are down a little bit. Kick them on down. I'm going to be modest. I'm going to go 2-1. You know, so 4-2 for me on the week. 5-1 on you.
Saying it, bro. It's risky, yeah. But
I do think it's possible, though. It's actually not unreal.
Yeah, I definitely think it's possible. We need to get it done. I'm hoping that, you know, the momentum that we've kind of acquired here, you know, beating these bad teams this week will help us coming into this week. And yeah, man, like, these guys, like you said, they're beaten down a little bit. I still don't understand why the Rays are good at baseball, but they are.
They're math nerds.
I'm hoping that this week we the team can figure out why and stop them.
So if they can go 5-1, that would bring us to a 45-37 record.
How you feeling out of that level, right?
Well, that's feeling pretty good, because if you look over at where the division is right now currently, like, Boston has 47 wins, Tampa has 47 wins. So if we get 47 wins and they have like an average week, and let's say they get to 50,
we'd have 45 wins,
or 45, excuse me, yeah. So and they have like an average week. Let's say Tampa, because we are facing them, we sweep them, and then let's say they go like, you know, they win like, let's say they have a bad week. Let's say they only get 1 win, so they'll be at 48. That's like the most optimistic place we could be. Yeah. So we're just looking at wild card here for Tampa. So 48, and we've at 45. So now we're only about 3 games behind.
We're right there.
We're right there.
Like a big week this week could be crucial. Yeah. So that's why I'm really hoping for the best here. Yeah. If we go negative this week, it's not going to be promising for trade deadline, or
especially against the Tampa Bay Rays. So guys, actually on Sunday we always go live for those who don't usually watch it, for those who do. That's going to be critical. That to me is going to start to feel like a little bit of a post-game atmosphere, because postseason atmosphere, where we have to take these games because it's starting to determine how we're going to finish the season.
Absolutely, bro. So that is our prediction for this coming week. Let us know in the comments and in the chat right now what you guys think we will do and who is right and who is wrong. I think it's about time that we spin the wheel. The spinning fortune, baseball, colorful, future determining, stat analyzing, and it's a wheel that we spin every week. It's time for that wheel. All right, buddy. I want to know in the comments below right now which team you are on, because if you're on Team Nick, then we had a big week. We had Toronto Blue Jays week.
No.
We came out here swinging.
You swept
we
me.
swept.
You swept me. It's 18-14 now. Matt, just a month ago, you were like, okay, no, we gotta like split up this thing. We gotta have 2 games. Probably not gonna happen anymore.
No, we battled back, guys.
Yes.
The underdog story is here. The comeback story is playing out right now. We are only 4 categories away, so
I gotta start picking better. That's what I gotta start doing.
In terms of baseball, that would be like we're 1.1 weeks back.
Yeah.
So
right.
yeah, what did I win this week?
So you won worst, Jay. You picked Randall Grichuk, who actually had a good week. I think he hit just under 300 and drove in 7 runs. But Tim Asa was perfect, and he didn't blow up the bullpen. So
yeah, I think what sealed it for me was when he came in the game today, which was yesterday for you guys. Bases juiced. Their best hitter in Mancini, or second best hitter, I guess, and was able to get that out there in that high leverage situation. So, honestly, good work, Tim Asa.
Yeah, and then you got the Vladdy home runs. That was a done deal.
That was a done deal from
the beginning. If it's home runs, like you're picking Vladdy. There's no doubt. There's no way.
Yeah, at this point, it has to be.
Yeah, and then it was runs scored. Marcus Semien got, I believe it was 6, and Bo Bichette I picked got 5. So it's close.
Got
so
you.
it's a sweep.
Alrighty.
All right, let's spin the wheels. I'm picking twice first. Go ahead.
Spin it away.
Let's do it. Spin it away. Spin it away. Spin it away.
Give me something I can work with here. Give me something I can work with. Oh my
God. Oh, it's just RBI. Just RBI.
Wow, I thought that was going to be bonus player
Oh
again,
my
man.
God. Okay.
You're BP luck.
All right.
This season.
All right, I'm yeah, right. I'm picking Vlad obviously for the RBIs.
Yeah, so you're gonna go first. You're gonna take Vlad. That's very reasonable. Okay. I mean, is it this freaking storyline again of T.O. versus Vlad?
Yeah.
I mean, like Springer is available.
He's back now.
I am considering it.
Think about how many RBIs Randall Grichuk got in that 5-hole.
I know. I'm just a tad bit concerned Springer's gonna be a little bit cold to start the year.
Right.
You know, whereas like T.O.'s right there hitting 300. So give me a share at Teoscar.
Alrighty, all right, he's there. All right, let's do it.
Category number 2.
Spin. Whenever I pick Vlad, I actually feel really confident.
Yeah, I would too, dude. I would definitely feel pretty confident.
Oh, ERA pitchers.
ERA pitchers.
Okay. So it's just starting
best
pitchers,
ERA, right?
Yes, best ERA. Okay. Yeah. So
everybody goes at least once, so this is all.
Yeah.
And we're facing like pretty similar offenses. This is all pretty reasonable, actually.
I'm gonna let you go first for this one. I'm gonna let you go first.
That's fair. That's reasonable.
Our pitchers are really good.
Yeah.
All of them are.
Yeah. This is a tough one, man. This is definitely a toughie. I mean, like Ray's been good. Stripling's been pretty nice. I mean, like Ryu, I definitely trust in Ryu. He did have a pretty good outing last time, actually. Pitching on Canada Day. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna stick with Ryu, dude.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm anticipating a little bit of a bounce back game here.
Okay.
Like following his nice outing that he had last week. So yeah, we'll do Ryu.
Cool. And I'm gonna pick Robbie Ray. Wait, didn't Ryu give up 4 runs last week?
I thought he had
at the very end. He got pulled. Yeah, he gave up 4 runs and then he got yanked in the 7th inning.
He gave up 4?
Yeah, 4 at the very end. At the very end, he was really solid up until then, though.
Oh wow, yeah. Because I don't remember him doing that for some reason. I remember him going 7. Maybe I'm misremembering.
He was dominating though, for sure.
Interesting. All right, well, let's hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
Say that after I pick. This guy's like holding on to
I actually, because you were saying, I'm like, did he? And then I remembered. Home runs.
Home runs.
All right, Vladdy.
Totally reasonable. Yeah, and I'll go Teoscar Hernandez.
Alrighty.
Sticking with that narrative again.
Yes.
Hopefully, too, you can have a big blow-up week.
Absolutely. Guys, that is the Blue Jays Today's show. Thank y'all for tuning in. We enjoy bringing this content to you guys. This week's going to be very critical. So, guys, throughout the week, we're going to be posting minute monologues. We're going to be posting all over our Instagram. We're going to be doing post-game reactions, blah, 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 blah. So, it's going to be very, very critical week for sure.
Yeah, man.
Let us know in the comments down below, guys. What do you think we're going to do this week? 5-1? Whoops, sorry. 4-2? let us know.
Totally. You can also check us out on Spotify, Breaker, Anchor, Radio Public, and Google Podcasts. Also, our sponsors, Today Jays is our code for Monkey Knife Fight and for Manscaped. $3 a month. You can become a Patreon. You can call into this show. Fridays, we do wine unwinds. They're awesome. We had Peter call in last week. It was a great time. So if you are a current Patreon, let us know. And if you aren't, $3 a month really helps us out. Also, if you're new, would totally appreciate the like and subscribe. It means a lot. We're trying to grow 30K. We quit our jobs. It'll be a great time. And yeah, guys.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
And go, Jays, go.